the key elements of building your FuXion business is how to build a powerful candidate list. We've got several people in the room that are just starting their business, so that whole empty list of 200 names looks very imposing. But whether you've just started or whether you've been in it for 6 months or 10 years from now, building your candidate list over and over and over is one of the most powerful ways to build your business. So building, maintaining, growing is one of the key factors, again, in building your business, because you want a big list. If you have a big list, then it's a very powerful, very valuable tool for you. Can you imagine if Walmart opened up and you got miles and miles and miles of shelves, but there's no inventory in the shelves? That's the same that you're doing if you're trying to start this business without inventory. Names on your list are your inventory. Those are the things that's going to make you money. They're the things that you're going to build on over and over, because if you have a small list of 8 to 10 people, then you're going to be calling those 8 to 10 people 8 to 10 times. That's not what we want to be doing. We want to call a big list 2 or 3 times to introduce them to your business. You want it to be organic, where it's constantly changing. Every time you meet new people, 2 or 3 a day, you want to be adding to your list and going through that. So who should you be putting on your list? The key factors are, like I say, you want 200 names. So you want to put everybody on your list without judging, without saying they're going to be good, they're going to be medium, they're going to be bad. Just put everybody on your list. Just like opening up a restaurant. If you're opening up a restaurant, you're going to invite all your friends and family and associates over to try out the menu. They may not like everything on the menu, but they're going to come and support you and look and see what you're doing. One of the new strategies we have right now are doing product tastings. So invite people over. So it's like your new business. You want people to come over and see what you're excited about, see how great these products taste, see the wonderful characteristics and problems that they solve, like we saw Cynthia do earlier tonight. Great product information, great tasting, and you want to build a list to share what you're excited about with your family. So your friends and family, if you're having a wedding, if you're having a reception, that list comes easy for you. But when for some reason, when we try to put it into a business, all of a sudden we narrow it down to the 10 or 12 people that we're going to hound for the rest of their lives. That's not what we want to do. I'd rather you make 1 call to 20 people than 20 calls to 1 person. You get that formula? 1 call to 20 people is going to be more effective for you, more productive, more valuable than calling 1 person who's going to be a rock star. They're just going to be great. If they just get in my business, I'd make $1 zillion. You're going to hound them to death and they're going to run away from you. You want a big list. Open up your business plan, go to xTribe online, download your accelerator guide, do the homework, do the list, and keep adding to that every single day. My philosophy is if you add 2 names a day, that keeps the bill collector away. 2 names a day keeps the bill collector away. Keep adding to those 200, because you're going to be marking them off. You're going to be checking them off. This one was yes, no, I need more information. Yes, no, I need more information. Yes, no, I need more information. And as you've got people coming off the list who said no, then you need to be adding to that list. The real easy way to add to that list is look around and see what problems you can solve. What joint issues, what energy issues, what weight loss issues, what financial issues. People, keep your ear open for people who are complaining. I don't have enough money to send my kid to college this semester. My car just broke down. I need to have it repaired. All these kind of are cues for you that they have a problem and you can help solve it, either through products or through the business. But when you're adding to the list, you're out and about, you've trying to add to the list, you want to really concentrate on your image and your appearance, on your attitude and your personal development, and on your posture and knowing what you have to offer. Because when you have that posture, it's going to give you energy and confidence to really represent these products and this business well. But the image and appearance is, we're not going to wear a tuxedo to the gym, but we're going to be presentable, neat. We're going to be ready to go, and people are going to be attracted to us using our FuXion bottles at the gym and being in a nice attire and being energetic and out there to do a good workout. When you go to the bank, we can go in our sweats, or we can go dressed presentable like a leader in the community. All these things are going to help you attract people to you and your business. But the posture and knowing what you have is that on a part-time basis, you can show people how to open up their own business where they can make some part-time income or they can eventually make some full-time income. It can be life-changing for them what you have in your hand. It's just a matter of them whether they want it or not, whether it's the right time for them or not. So also we're going to add to our list by doing what we call shared experiences. Shared experiences are, if you go to the soccer game here in Orlando this Sunday, all of a sudden you got 42,000 friends who are all sharing the same experience. If you're wearing purple and gold, they're wearing purple and gold. You may not have anything else in common amongst yourselves at all, but because you're at this shared experience, you can start up a conversation. How are you? What do you do? Da da da. And if they start doing any problem, announcing any problems, you're also there to solve it. You're not there to get them to join on your team that moment. You're there to share an experience, meet new people, add them to the list eventually. Common goal is the same thing. If you're both at the bank and you're in a 12-person line, you have a common goal to get through that line as quickly as possible. All of a sudden you're sitting there miserable together. Why not strike up a conversation, have a common goal of being able to meet people and be friendly about it. We also can revitalize old networking situations. If you're old college alumni, your old people you worked with, people you grew up with, whether it's religion or hobbies or any of those groups, just reconnect. This is 2016. There's a million ways to connect electronically. There's no excuse. You can find most anybody. I mean, it's very easy to reconnect, and just start building your list by doing that as well. You can also start your own networking groups. I just discovered the other day, I'd heard about this, but I'd never joined before, as a meetup. So you can go to Meetup Orlando, and there's 826 different organizations of all different kinds of interests that you could join. You can start, how to arrange flowers, how to network your business, how to do WordPress websites, it's the whole gamut of hobbies and fun things and professional things as well. And just start joining the groups. You're not joining to go recruit them to your business. You're doing something fun that you might have always wanted to do, and then you're going to actually meet people and eventually add them to your list. But it's just a matter of keeping your eyes and ears open as you're doing the rest of your life, as you're doing your errands, as you're on vacation. We have people who just went to Panama. They're all excited because they just started a new business with these fusion products. It's natural to be talking on the plane, to be talking at the family gatherings, to be talking about your new business. So this is how you also build your list. You can also this is a very key point. If you are in a rut and you are not adding to your list, you're not saying, how am I going to meet new people? And if you use the same commute to work every day, just do a different route. Just go somewhere different. I don't know if that's going to add people to your list immediately, but it's going to open up your mind to, oh, there's a new restaurant I want to try out. And all of a sudden you go meet people. If you are in a rut and you're not adding to your list, go to the bookstore and start looking at something that have interest to you. If you like architecture, if you like history, if you like sailing, whatever it is, get something that interests you and go to the bookstore. I'm not saying you're going to meet somebody right there and they're going to join your team, but you're going to be open to meeting new people because you're there at a place where you have common shared experiences again. Also, I challenge you just to sometimes just take a complete stranger to say hello. That takes a lot of guts nowadays because we live in big cities and all that kind of stuff. But just say hello to a complete stranger. You never know what problems you can solve for them that day. But strike up a conversation, add them to your list eventually, and you never know how that's going to work. Here's something that really gets you stuck if you're in a rut as well, is we have a tendency when somebody invites us to do something, I don't know about you, but I think a lot of people have a tendency just to say no. Let's go to coffee. No. Let's go on a date. No. Let's go do something. And the whole tendency is to say no because we don't want to get out of our rut. I challenge you this week, if somebody asks you to do something out of the blue and your first instinct is to say no, say yes. I'm talking about legal stuff. I'm talking about moral stuff. But just say yes. to another opportunity and see what that happens for you. So again, I'd rather you do 100 imperfect invites than one perfect invite. A lot of the getting stuck and not adding to your list is that we think we have to have the perfect invite. We have to learn this script. We have to memorize this script. Well, those aren't natural. Those are written by somebody else in their words, and if you haven't put them in your words, they're just going to come off as a script. You need to have natural, open invites. You can stutter just like I'm stuttering now. You can be, your lip can quiver. You can be shy about it. But if they have a problem and you have a solution, let's make that connection. Again, 100 imperfect invites is better than one perfect invite. So don't get bogged down with everything having to be perfect. Also, if you have to be perfect, then we're never going to do this business. It's just never. Because we start out not knowing anything, and we put you out into the field and say, here, go do this. We have training, we have focus, we have people who have done this for 30 years creating our training, so we know how to do it. But still, it's the first time for you to do it. But there's people in the Hall of Fame in baseball that hit a little white ball 33% of the time. If you do it 1/3 of the time, you're going to be in the Hall of Fame. If you do this imperfectly, 70% wrong, you're going to be in the Hall of Fame of network marketing because you're going to have some success. The key is to keep doing it over and over and over. The first person who struck out 7 out of 10 times and quit, nobody knows about him. But the person who kept striking out 7 out of 10 times, but those 3 that were good, made them into the Hall of Fame. That's what you got to start looking at. 70% is okay if you keep on doing it over and over, because that 30% is going to build your business. So the invite doesn't have to be perfect, but we do need to practice it. Go with your upline, say this is what I'm saying, these are the results I'm getting, and talk to people who are successful around you and really hone in on what your invite looks like. It's going to be a little bit different for each one of us because we're coming at a different angle. If I were a nurse or a medical doctor or a dentist or an engineer or an accountant, I would have a different approach than I have as a real estate broker or as an entrepreneur. It's going to be a little bit different, but you need yours to get down and practice. One of the key questions that are going to build to your list all the time in all these situations is being able to answer, what do you do? If you're in a strange situation and you're meeting people, it's totally natural to be saying, what do you do? If you say, I'm a nurse, I work 60 hours a week, I've been doing it on my feet for 30 years and I hate it, that's not going to build your business. If you say, I'm a nurse, but my part-time business is I help people get healthier, I have these great products that help them with their joints, help them with their energy, and that's what I really have a passion for doing, you're going to open up a whole nother conversation than if you're just complaining about your current career. So what do? You need to work on what the answer to that question is. For me, is my full-time profession is I'm a real estate broker, but I really enjoy teaching people how to open up their own business for about $600. My full-time job is I'm an entrepreneur, but my real passion is helping other people open up their business. So it kind of puts it all the way back on them, how you can help them be introduced to this thing. So it's not good for your business to be complaining about your current thing and talking about your part-time. You want to be appreciate your current job, but also on a part-time basis and able to open up this other business. I teach people how to get out of debt. I teach people how to increase their cash flow. I teach people how to open a home-based business and make money 24/7 internationally, around the clock, in all 7 time zones. I show sharp people how to get rich. I show busy people how to get control of their time and spend more time with their kids. Again, just make this a practice where you can hone it in and it becomes natural for you. Commit it to paper, commit it to voice if you have to, and then get your sponsors and successful people on the team to help you hone it in. Does that make sense for everybody? So get comfortable with it, make sure it's natural, make sure it's on your tip of your tongue 24/7, 365, and this is going to help you build your list. Remember, you're not trying to meet someone and add to your list. so that you can have a 45-minute presentation with them right then. You're trying to add them to your list so that later on you can share a third-party tool. You can share them with the app, the 11-minute movement video, the 5-minute teaser video, product videos. You can share those with them at a later date and share a third-party tool. Invite them to a meeting just like this. So again, practice your invite. Teach your invite to your team. This whole system is about duplication and doing something very simple over and over and over, teaching other people how to do it. But the key points are get your invite down and make sure that you use it. There are 6 billion plus people in this world. You do not know 6 billion people. You only need 3 to 5 crazy people over here and 3 to 5 crazy people over here to start making some money at this business. So go meet some new people, add them to your list, practice, work hard, and be persistent. When I talk about practice, there's some people who practice for years and years. We're going through the Olympics right now. I couldn't believe the other night. People have practiced their whole life, and especially for the last 4 years, and they go to the starting line, and it's over in 10 seconds. It's over in 10 seconds. That is hard practice. That is commitment. That is persistence. I'm not saying you have to practice this for 4 straight years and then make it happen, but it's going to be part of your practice is going to be a 21, 30, 60-day program where you commit to doing this over and over and over. And we're all going to stumble, we're all going to flub, but it doesn't matter. The right people who hear this message are going to get it. The right people who have the problems that you have the solution, they're going to get it. So you can expect some success. Expect some success because you're proud of this company, you're proud of the products, and you're representing something that it can help them. So let's go back to know what you have. In the palm of your hand, you have solutions to people's problems. It's our job to meet them, add them to your list, and then get them some information. It's not our job to close them with a sales process. It's not our job to bring them by the hair of the head to one of these meetings. It's our job to offer a solution, and if they're ready to accept it, they'll accept it. So there's a thing in The Magic of Thinking Big is still one of my favorite personal development books. I think it's chapter Magic of Thinking Big, Action Conquers Fear. Whatever chapter that is. Action Conquers Fear. Do you remember what chapter?
I think 2. I think it's 3.
3 or 4? Yeah, okay, go look that up because Magic of Thinking Big is a great book, but that one chapter, Action Conquers Fear, is so important for all of us to study and read. And then let's go to, there's an old saying in this business about fake it till you make it. Let's talk about that for a minute. We're not faking it till you make it. That is old school. That is bad news. It never worked in the first place. I'm talking about, I want you to consider be it until you get it. So we are all striving to be diamonds. We're all striving to improve our business. I want us to act like that's already happened. Act like that's already happened, and you're going to attract more and more people to your teams. That means look professional. That means represent the company well, represent the business well. The powerful thing about this company is we didn't come up with that idea. We didn't have to spend time creating the company. We didn't have to spend time or dollars in the research and development. We didn't have to create the leaders, Lily and Luca. We can all follow them already. We didn't have to do this all by ourselves. The infrastructure was already in place. We just have to get the system that we have, the products that we have, the company that we have, the leaders that we have, and talk to our friends and family and associates. Add them to our list and make sure we keep doing that over and over and over. We're only looking for people who are looking. There's a lot of people out there complaining, and that opens up our ears to help them. But a lot of people just want to complain. They don't want to do anything about it. So we're looking for those who are complaining, they have a problem, but they want to do something about it. Sharp people, ambitious, but frustrated where they are right now. So if you know anybody like that, that's going to be the prime people you want to invite to. That won't be in your top 30, your first 30 that you invite. Sharp, ambitious, but frustrated, either with their current financial situation or their current health situation. So let's do this really hard. We have a great speaker coming in next week. Let's practice this week. Get your list of 200. Get all those people invited. Start adding to the list as well. Meet some new people no matter what you have to do this week. And let's go a little bit crazy and fill this room for Luca next week. It's a lot of fun when you are out there actually solving people's problems. And I think you're ready to do it. And let's make it happen. Thanks, guys.